Good afternoon, folks. How are we doing? Are we all right? Still in lockdown, eh? Right, the main reason behind this one is we've had a few emails after the last video asking about the difference between the touring setup and the camping setup. Bloody, it's been sunny now for about, what, 6 days? When's it ever been like this in Easter before, honestly? When's it ever been like that? We should have been away next weekend, shouldn't we? Oh, camping. Wow. 3 weeks later, or 2 weeks later, we should have been at the Black Forest. All that's cancelled, doing none of it. So the next planned and paid for thing is Wild Boar weekend. But anyway, yeah, more to it. People ask what the difference between the camping setup and our touring setup. Not a great deal, to be honest, but we'll just quick show you. It gets videos out, doesn't it? Gives you something to do for 10 minutes. But that's the biker's standard. That's without boxes on, any carrying gear. That'd be just me and Faye sat on it. Doing difference between one hour at showroom was we've done little fancy bits. We've put that little protector on there. It's got the Scorpion exhaust. Obviously it's got the GV Trekker side rails, GV back plate. Little protectors there on these grey, I don't like these grey plastic things, but put protectors on, they look a bit better now. We've got the K-Tech spring, which is virtually twice as thick as the original one. That is the original one. This one here is twice, it's rated another, I think it's another 25 Newton meters. Anyway, it's a lot better, a lot better. We've got the standard wind tunnel guard. I've not really noticed a mad deal of difference with that, but I don't ride with a peaked helmet at the moment, so that's probably why. We have the GV stroke capper for mount there. Completely waterproof, it's been great that. And it's close to the USB. Other than that, have the wind deflector on, makes a world of difference. But that's it, just the standard, no boxes on, no nothing. What we're going to do now is our glamorous assistant is going to set the bike up into touring mode. Watch this. Oi lazy ass, thought we were doing this.
What?
Come on, let's get these things on. Jesus folks, honestly, come on. Get in.
All right.
Touring mode, come on. When you're ready, yeah, now.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm coming.
Jesus, literally. Come on. Right, so that's what it looks like with all the bits and bobs, panniers, tank bag. So what we do, we have the jivvy side bags, well, crash bar bags, whatever you want to call them. We have a Faye.
Me? Can't go anywhere without me.
Yeah. Jivvy tank bag. As you know, if you've watched one of the other videos, that doesn't usually fit this bike. So what we've done, now what you can see underneath, I basically took the base plate off, spun it round, drilled some new holes and put it on. Now it fits the treat. GV Trekker side cases, as a rule, that side's my clothes and a bit of Faye's. That side's Faye's clothes. That side's Faye's. No, honestly, no. Yeah. As a rule, that's Faye's. That one's mine. And the back box, we just have bits and bobs in. We don't have a great. We always try and leave a bit of space in back box. One of the things we do carry with us, kettle. I need a brew in the morning, unbelievably, honestly. I need a brew in the morning, and don't forget your first aid kit. Can't go anywhere without it.
Well, to be fair, not all foreign hotels have kettles, do they?
No, as we found in a lot do, to be fair, but a lot don't. And I'm crap without a coffee in the morning, or at least 3 coffees. So we take the kettle, it's got cups inside, we put all coffee and tea in there, and we're good to go. In the crash bar bags, we have a compressor for pumping tyres up. Yeah, we'll show you in a bit. We have a compressor, we have all tools for every Allen kit that could fit the bike. We have a special tool for the front wheel. Obviously it's that side. Slots in there in case you have to take the front wheel off. Stuff for the back wheel. Stuff for the chain adjusters in case you have to adjust the chain.
Lube?
Not do that, yeah. Not adjust the chain. I keep it well lubed. No, with gear oil. Don't use chain lube, use gear oil. But we do that. We have a little squeezy of gear oil, little rag foot, wipe the excess off. Job's a good one. It stayed like new. But as anyone that tours knows, your tank bag is your main bag, innit? Yeah. When I like say I've only been touring with a pillion now for what, 6 years now, about 6 years. I always toured with my mates before that, so never bothered with the tank bag. Sometimes I had a map on my tank, but never bothered with the tank bag. Obviously never bothered with side boxes either, just have a back box and usually a map there, and that was about it really. Maybe some stuff up back seat, but that was about it. But now I've got the old bread knife on, we have to go fully equipped.
Full Monty, really.
Full Monty.
Should we see what we're putting in?
Yeah, what we put in here. Obviously there's more stuff that goes in, but we're just showing the general thing. That, absolute godsend. First time we get to anywhere, first place we get to, first thing we do is take the intercoms off the helmets, all the cameras, and you can charge 6 things at once there, and it does charge them well. We have that straight in there. Carry a couple of travel plugs with us. Power bank.
Always fully charged.
Yeah, always fully charged. That does about 4 charges of your phone. It can charge the drift, it can charge the, spare drift batteries.
Must.
That's definitely a must, definitely a must. Selfie stick. Okay, one off. We have another one attached to the camera that I'm using now. We have the big camera. Great if you want to, for doing thumbnails and stuff like that, and if you want to zoom into somewhere. We have a spare remote.
Always.
Face paracetamol. Yeah, she needs them. She does have headaches now and again. We have the drone in there. The reason we have it in there, because as you'll see on most tank bags, you have your cable running from USB. Your cable running through there, and if we've used the drone, we have the cable and we charge the drone up while we're driving, which is a godsend.
And this is its base, isn't it?
Yeah, that's its base. So we put that on the floor.
So it can recognise.
Yeah, so that's where we so sometimes you have the drone in the air, running out of battery or whatever, and you can see that on the floor on the camera. It's just somewhere for it to land if it's a bit crappy like. But yeah, that's what we're doing there.
And what we normally have in our side bag is inner bags, and I pack the inner bags.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention that. Yeah, obviously in there we have inner bags, but we're not dragging them out just for the sake of this. It'd be a bit silly that. But one of the things we do, I'm not saying it's a top tip, but it is a bit of a top tip. Because we see that, all you that tour loads, you'll see people doing it. You ride onto the boat,
yeah.
You know how they pat you on boat, you're like sardines, aren't you? So you ride onto the boat, fella's telling you, part there, a bit closer, and you're like, I can't fit, mate. He's a bit closer, Before you know it, you're all squaws in, aren't you? You're all, it's like sardines, you're like, geez, can't move. And then you'll see the person in front, they're opening boxes, getting clothes out, getting this, getting that. No. What we do, before we get to the boat, put everything we need in that yellow bag.
Overnight stay bag.
There's no weight in it. Sets of clothes, trainers, toiletries, bits and bobs. Put them all in that yellow bag, and we just put it on top of the. Don't weigh nothing.
Well, this has got camping stuff in. So
yeah, it's not usually that big, but we've got camping stuff in there at the moment. It's usually half the size of that. We've rolled up like a couple of rock straps. So basically, we get on board. As I'm taking the tank bag off, Faye jumps off, unclips the 2 rock straps, takes that off, we're away, straight off.
Because when you're on the boat and you've got to carry your lids, you've got all your gear on, all you need is that. We've seen people carrying these upstairs, haven't we?
Oh, honestly, we see people taking the side boxes off, the back box. They're going up loaded as if they're going up Everest. Honestly, they're going mountaineering.
So these are just locked?
Yes, they're locked. We usually have a cable chain, put helmets up floor at the side of the bike, cable through it and lock it. Never ever had a problem. I know that's down to personal preference. If you've got a really 600 quid lid, maybe you wouldn't. But we do. Put them on the floor, we've never had a problem. So we leave the lids on the floor, so it's like an operation in it. You jump that off, I'll get the tank bag off.
Teamwork?
Do the lids, and we're in the room within 5 minutes. 5 minutes of parking bike, we're upstairs, then we're done. And at the bar. Right folks, another top tip. Not really a top tip, but it's just how we do it. Obviously, if you're touring with your missus, your mates, and somebody else same bike, and you're carrying loads of clothes, space is of the essence, isn't it? It really is. That's how you usually fold your t-shirts, a lot of people. Don't fold your t-shirts. Put them into a roll. You fit shed loads more in, and then when you open them, they're not creased.
So this is what I do the night before the summer tour. I fold all of Sean's t-shirts up like so, and then I just roll them.
Like that.
And it's amazing. People say, well, why don't you just leave them flat? No, believe me, you get more in when they're rolled.
Yeah, honestly, when they're rolled.
And they stay, with your old crease, should I say.
Yeah, as a rule, you take it out, shake it, you put it on, but you can fit shed loads in like that.
And the good thing is, when they're in the bags as well, they kind of slot in like that.
Yeah.
And so you're not going through them all, going, where's this t-shirt? They're all kind of just slotted in.
You can see which t-shirt you want, and it's like, I'll have that one, or that one, like that one. Honestly, it's it does make, because I've done it past, you just bang it all in nice and flat. You put it all in nice and flat, and then you can't, like, nice and flat, like that.
He's owning the road.
Yeah, put it in nice and flat, and then you get to the thing, and you have to take everything out, because the t-shirt you want, it's going to be at the bottom, always is. But so we just roll it all, they're in there like that, you can fit shed loads in. Pants the same, so I have like, that's like about 6 t-shirts, a couple of pairs of shorts, a pair of trainers. That's me done, honestly. That is me done. And a spare pair of gloves for the bike.
Don't even ask what I take.
Yeah, Faith takes it to another level. Not often, because my clothes are twice the size of hers, yet her box is twice the weight of mine. It is absolutely terrible.
I want to go on tour now.
I know, I want to go now. Anyway, just show you there a few last bits we take as far as maintenance goes. Have a look at this. Right folks, so that's our touring setup. Nothing fancy, that's how we do it. In next video I've got a few bits, I've ordered all sorts for the bike, but as you can imagine with the post at the moment from Italy and that, things are taking a while. But what we've got for now, headlight guard, yeah, got a boob protector. So that's if there's boobs actually back at bike. No, I've got a headlight protector which obviously is going to go there. To be honest, it's more cosmetic than out.
What, that?
Well, I know it's good doing a job, like, but it does look pretty cool, don't they, when they're on?
This is cosmetic, isn't it?
No, that's the one that's not cosmetic. Yeah, rear sprocket. It's a 44 tooth. Standard one is 42 on the back. Trouble with me, we had a go of an Africa Twin that had been up geared to a 44 at rear. Obviously, if you know gearing, drop a tooth up front or raise a couple up back, gives you a bit better acceleration. If you're 2 up with luggage as we are, that makes a difference. We had a go one. The difference is like, it's like night and day. But so I've been putting it off because it was all right. It wasn't a problem as it was. But decided to set the thing, and I thought if you're going to do it, we'll as well get a gold one.
Definitely.
Yeah, if you're going to do it properly. So it's a ZF sprocket from Poland. Obviously, going to go there. Just virtually the same gold as the wheels. And we'll give that a go. So going up 2 up back. Reason going up 2, the chain's still mint, and if you only got 2 teeth you can still use the standard chain. I could have just dropped one up front, but it's a bit too much on it. I have heard of a lot of stories. Drop one up, like 1 tooth on the front is like 3 on back. So we've gone 2. Best of both worlds. But we'll give it a go, and if anything else it'll look cool, won't it? So until next time, thanks for watching this. Faye's deciding which way that goes. It is pretty obvious, but she still hasn't worked it out.
What you've got to do in order to get it on.
What it is, you get 2 brackets with it. There's a bracket comes there, attaches to that.
Okay.
Bracket comes down, attaches to them 2 there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it is a substantial thing, really, and it's only a cheapo one. So I'm not fitted it, I might go wrong, but it is only a cheapo one. I think
feeling.
I know, honestly.
It feels proper decent.
Yeah, honestly, 29 quid. 29 quid, you get all bracketry and everything with it. I've seen them on eBay for 60 odd. Or 29. We'll see how it goes anyway, folks, you know what I mean?
Oh, I think that'll look smart,
yeah. Looks the part, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it's protecting these good things anyway.
That's it.
Okay.
So for now, till the next time, we'll speak to you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye now.